Where nature itself has woven a beautiful tapestry, everything in the Smokies has direct ties to pollution, and decades of neglecting this issue has left the park's natural ecosystems hanging by a thread. Although Mr. Jones recently retired from the park, he continues to lead hikes to the Smokies, and I ascended Mount LeConte with his group. Although LeConte is not the tallest, with over a mile in elevation from valley to peak, it is the largest mountain in the eastern U.S. and a good place for understanding the big picture.
LeConte junco eggs right into the bank. Reason we knew because she shot out right when we walked by. We scared her. They're studying the calcium content of the eggs to see how that's decreased through the years, and they believe that's based on the air quality, which is affecting snails. The snails are not getting the calcium in their shells that they should based on the pollution at high elevations here. The calcium is being leached out of the soil basically. So the snails can't get enough calcium. They can't get enough calcium. When the birds eat the snails, they don't get enough calcium for their eggs, you see. There's a correlation in bird eggs from the LeConte junco to air pollution.
But the snails are important in the middle there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of things eat snails, and especially birds, they need that calcium for their eggshells. If your eggshells aren't strong enough, what happens? They break, they don't make. So air pollution affects not just the way we breathe, but our critters that are in the middle of it. These plants, they don't leave. They don't go home tonight in Knoxville where you don't have quite the air pollution you have here. They stay here, they live here year round.
So Sandy took it one more step. He monitored the stream flow here in the Smokies, in the Cataloochee Valley and in a couple other places, and showed that in high ozone years, the stream flow was greatly reduced. Well, put two and two together, he's saying, well, if the trees are not closing their stomates on high ozone days, they're sucking the water out of the soil and it's not going into the streams. So Sandy's the first person to show an ecosystem-wide impact, of ozone on, the hydrology of an ecosystem. The ambient ozone, the background now, around most of the country is around 40 parts per billion. So this is a very toxic gas. We think that pre-industrial, the background was probably 10 to 15, and it's gone up to about 40 to 45, and it's projected to go up to 60, 65, 70, in the next several decades. Even though in certain areas around the country, ozone's going down. What's happening is the peak ozone concentrations are going down, but the baseline's coming up. You see, and now we think that the peak ones are the most injurious. But eventually the baseline will get up into the range where we know that that also interferes with human health and with plant growth. And when you get the baseline up at that level, then you're in trouble.